If you're posting fitness content in 2026, or you're thinking about starting, but you're struggling to see real growth or where to start, this video is for you because I'm going to be breaking down the main fitness content lanes in 2026 and how you can choose one that plays to your strengths and separate yourself from others. For some context, I've been creating fitness content for over 4 years, and I've grown multiple accounts within that time. And the biggest thing I learned is this. Most people don't fail in fitness content because they're bad. They fail because their content doesn't have a center. They're trying to do everything at once instead of building based off one core lane that actually plays to their strength. Now, there are obviously a lot of different fitness niches, motivational edits, running, and endurance sports. But instead of trying to focus on everything, I'm going to focus on the core lanes that most creators fall into. Because once you understand these, choosing your direction becomes a lot simpler. The first lane is physique-driven content. This works best when your physique is the main reason people stop scrolling. Being lean, big, and visually compelling is the content. A good test for this is if people regularly comment on your physique in person and online, this lane typically fits you. Now, I know we all think we're going to be the next Chris Bumstead or Arnold, but let's put our ego aside for a second and realize that most of us may never actually get there. So trying to force this too early can actually be really frustrating. But the upsides are the attention that you get from it. The downsides are you're always competing visually. There's always someone who's going to be bigger and leaner than you, and you have to take all this into account. The next lane is strength-based content, and this is huge if you're a powerlifter. You don't have to be massive, and the most impressive people are the lighter ones pulling some serious weight. If your squat, bench, or deadlift are impressive, post it. Because strength creates credibility and numbers don't lie. Just know that if you're posting heavy lifts online, people will comment on your form, especially if it's not perfect. And that just comes with this territory. The upside is credibility. The downside though, is that people always have an opinion. Now, if you're listening to the first two lanes and thinking, yeah, this isn't me, this is exactly where I was at. When I first started, I wasn't that big and I wasn't that strong. The next lanes don't focus on your physique or how strong you are. They focus on skills you have outside of fitness. For me, that was creating cinematic, editing-based fitness content. I didn't try to force a lane that didn't fit me. I focused on what I could control. And for me, that was how my videos looked, felt, and flowed. This lane isn't about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about how you film, how you edit, how you tell a story. If you enjoy cameras, editing, pacing, and sound design, this lane gives you a real advantage, especially early on. You can make average lifts feel intentional. You can make an average physique look impressive. And you can make a simple workout look cinematic. And the real reason why this lane is so powerful is because the skill compounds. As I've gotten stronger, my editing skills have also gotten much better. And in turn, that makes my videos even better. The upside is versatility. The downside though, is that it takes real effort to learn how to do all of this. Another strong lane is the entertainment-based fitness content. These are the skits, POV gym moments, and relatable experiences that make people laugh and think, yeah, that's me. This is great if you're expressive, good on camera, and good at timing. The power in this lane is that relatability scales faster than aesthetics. The upside is fast growth, but the downside is burnout if you don't actually enjoy performing. Lastly, and probably the most controversial lane, is education. Not because education is bad, but because there's a lot of good and bad information at the same time. This is where the science-based community and the gym bro culture collide. New studies come out and people argue over what's best. If you step into this lane, you have to be comfortable with disagreement. The creators who win here aren't the loudest. They're the ones who can explain why two things can be true at the same time and provide information in the most concise, easy to understand way. The upside is trust, but the downside is that there's constant debate. And obviously, these aren't the only lanes. There's motivational edits, running content, and endurance sports, as well as a plethora of other different fitness things that you can do. And they all work. But no matter the niche, the same rules still apply. And the great thing is, you don't have to stick with one lane forever. It's actually okay to pull from multiple different lanes at once. For example, strength and cinematic, physique and education. What matters is that your core videos are targeted towards one main lane, and that core lane is what people actually recognize you for. Everything else should just support it. But that core lane can change over time. So if you've been posting and struggling, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily bad at this. It means you haven't found your center yet. It means that you're not quite sure what you're actually good at. But once you find your center, everything else becomes a lot easier. The ideas, the editing, the filming, and your confidence. So ask yourself this key question: what lane do people already associate me with? Or what lane could they? If this video helped you, make sure to like it. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns of fitness content, filming, editing, and growth. And let me know in the comments, what lane are you building off of, or what topics you would like to see next, because I read all of them.